Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to Breath of Fire 4. When we last left off, we rescued Cray from Ludia, and now we are pretty much banished from there for the rest of the game. So, to continue on with the story, we do need to go talk with Cray's mother. Off screen, I put Cray under Una. It's a very good idea to do that, I think. She's probably one of the best masters in the game for him, due to the fact that Cray doesn't really have much in the speed or spellcasting department, and she doesn't make him any slower, and all of the negatives she gives are spellcasting stats, AP and wisdom, stuff that Cray is really not going to use. We'll find her. I have a gut feeling. Actually, not really tired. Stayed at the tent before I came here. So, yeah. Don't really need to stay again. But, whatever. Okay, let's see. Through the door. See what everyone's got to say. Yeah. For now. What about you, Sias? You gonna snitch on us? I'm watching you. You can't see me, but I'm doing that thing. Like, if you've ever seen Meet the Parents, I'm doing that thing Robert De Niro does. Not that you can see that. Ah. A neutral zone, huh? Let's see. The Empire's up to something. I don't know, what should we do? I think we probably need to get as far away from Ludia as possible. You know, one of the things I love about the Nina in this game is she's really, really smart. I mean, she just comes straight out. She just straight out figures it out. They're looking for Ryu. It's they don't do that normal JRPG thing where, you know, the heroes are pretty much clueless, banging from one place to another. You know, they don't know what the bad guys are doing. They're just playing catch up with them. Aww. That was kind of mean, Nina. He has kind of the same reaction in the manga. The only difference, of course, is he talks in the manga. I had a hamburger helper for dinner, and I have a gigantic gaping hole. Well, it's not so much a hole, it's a crater now, because it's, you know, healed up on the bottom. But, so I have this crater in my gum, and I have little bits of hamburger meat stuck out. I can't get it out. You know what? There it was. Yay! Well, if you want to talk about a dragon, ask a dragon. That does make sense. See what I mean? The Nina in this game is very, very perceptive, and I like that. The Jade Stone! Yeah! Well, I can turn into one. Well, that sounds like a plan to me. Let's go! Sorry, just checking something. Now, to get to where you gotta go, of course, you have to run through the plains one more time, but I do believe you can actually come back to Mount Glom now, to the smithy, and get your armor forged. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Lag spike. Sure. Now, Urshan, this is, the armor is all for Urshan. Basically, the way this works is you have 3 regular materials: glass shards, iron screws, bent screw. And each one of these materials will bestow kind of a defensive property. The old tire, dirty filter, burnt plug, and rusty pipe, these are elemental materials. I'll get into that later. For the most part, there's a bunch of armor you can make, but only really a few of them are any good. Let me think. The Quicksilver is pretty good. It's 0 defense, but it gives pluses to dodge and speed, and it weighs nothing, so Urshan becomes like this speed freak when she's wearing it, and she dodges physical attacks really well. So it's pretty good armor. Although when she does take a hit, it really, really hurts. Let's see. That's really good for physical Urshans if you want to build her physically. I think it's the Mithril Rig. Whatever you get for doing 3 iron scraps is Urshan's second most powerful armor in the game. The first most powerful armor that she can wear, I think, has the same defense, but it's of course got a couple of extra effects, and it's a drop off of an enemy, and it's fairly challenging to get. Now, the other things that are useful, they're not useful right now, so if you for some reason want to make one, they're actually not that useful right now, but later on, Urshan gets a skill called Standout that basically puts her in automatic counterattack mode. Excuse me, it doesn't give her... I think it raises her counterattack, but it makes every enemy on the screen target Urshan. And what these armors do is, when she's equipped with them, it changes her counterattack from a physical blow to a elemental combo spell. And they're very useful for getting experience at a specific spot. Now, as you can see here, 50 defense. I know, right? That's high. 25 to 50 defense. Urshan is now a tank. Very good, very good. Right now, the Mithril Rig is probably the best thing you can get. Later on, I'll probably come back and get some different armor. I might grab some of the counterattack armor, because they're fairly useful. like I said, if you want, there's an enemy called, it's in a couple of dungeons. What it does is, when you hit it with an elemental combo spell, it bursts open, and the amount of experience it's worth doubles. Okay, so you burst it open. And when you burst it open, it loses its turn. So you burst it open. Then you wait a couple of turns, and it repairs itself. Then you burst it open. Well, the amount of experience it's worth doubles again. So then you let it repair itself. And then you keep doing this ad nauseum for about an hour, and you've hit the maximum amount of experience that you can get from a single enemy, which is, I think, 65535. And you can get 65535 from each enemy on the screen. I think you can get about 3 of those, 3 of the bots on the screen at one time. If you're going to do that, though, what you want to do is you want to have the Monopolize skill, which you can actually learn from a master a little later. And basically, you want to get you a group of 3 of them. Do that until you've maxed out their experience, and then monopolize on one person. And then you want to keep doing that. You want to go round and round doing that until you've done it for everybody except for Urshan. You want to save Urshan for last. The reason you want to save Urshan for last is because if you do her first, well, then you can't do that method anymore because she's now too powerful. She'll one-hit KO the bots. Yeah. But anyway, to get to where we need to be to use the Jade Stone, just go straight past the Great Stone. Pretty easy, actually. I don't know if I can keep going straight, but whatever. I don't think a little bit of deviation will hurt me. That's pretty far. Oh, I can't get straight on. Another really great piece of armor is called the Psychometer. It gives Urshan this massive boost to her wisdom. There's also an accessory in the game called the Wisdom Ring, which gives another massive boost to wisdom. Urshan can equip both of them, so you give her one of those, and she gets like this insane amount of extra wisdom, which is really nice considering her late game's growth is centered around magic. Of course, if you're feeling lazy, you can always just stick with the Mithril Rig, due to the fact that it does have the highest defense of any of Urshan's armor. Like I said, Urshan's ultimate armor has the same defense, it's just got some extra effects. So if you feel lazy, you can just use the Mithril armor. It's not bad. But anyway, put the Jade Stone here. And it opens up a secret passage. Right. And this is a quick little place. There's a maze. Let's see. It's a quick little maze. A couple of treasure chests on some of the dead ends. So you want to go and check. I don't remember which is which. And of course the enemies you fight here. There are a few new enemies, but you're mostly going to fight more nuts. So just handle them in the fashion you've grown accustomed to. However you see fit. Alright, come on.